This is Ian Mathias for the Mob Predictions, and today we're going to look at the upcoming show on September the 4th, which I think is one of the best boxing shows in the UK for a very long time. If you can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, that'd also be appreciated. Firstly, the main event, Josh Warrington, Mauricio Lara, the second fight. February 13th, 2021, we saw Leeds' Josh Warrington's thoughts of becoming an undisputed featherweight champion come crashing back down to earth as previously unknown to British fans, Mauricio Lara punched holes into Josh and stopped the proud Leeds man in 9 rounds. In that fight, Lara managed to drop Warrington in the 4th round before bullying him for a few and then eventually stopping him in the 9th. And Josh Warrington learned the hard way that unheard of Mexicans should be avoided at all costs. Josh Warrington showed incredible bravery, and I believe the fight should have been stopped way before round 9, but it was Warren who looked very out of sorts that night, and he would be looking to bounce back and gain revenge. Now Warrington, he is used to fighting in front of 10,000 Yorkshiremen screaming him on, and would have found a handful of people in attendance at Wembley Arena a completely different world to what he was normally used to. How big an effect did that have on his performance? Now we will see the rematch. September 4th at Headingly Leeds, where Warrington again will have the partisan Yorkshire following, roaring every punch he throws, and he will need all the noise and inspiration from the crowd to get the win in this one. Mauricio Lara is again going to come with the constant pressure and looking to walk his opponent down. I don't know how they raise these kids in Mexico, but they all seem to have this granite chin and have punching power. When you look back to the first fight, Lara displayed a fantastic left hook that could have missed Warrington's chin. Josh will need to fight a different fight this time around in my opinion. He cannot get into a war with Lara, as he will come off second best. I do think Warrington can win the rematch. I backed against him when it came to the Lee Selby fight. I backed against him when it came to the Carl Frampton fight. And for the first time for a long time, I got fully behind Josh Warrington, thought he's going to win this one, and he got beat. So I'm not quite sure how strongly I'm going to be backing Josh for this one. Another fight that would have been worthy of main event status on its own is Conor Benn taking the step up to fight Mexican Adrien Granados. Obviously the fight was due to headline the first week of fight camp, but with Conor Benn suffering from COVID, it was rescheduled. This was a fight I was very excited for, and this time around I do think it will be a tougher test than originally planned for, as I feel he would have suffered more disruption than Granados with the COVID. You look at how well Conor dealt with Samuel Vargas, and although he will want to go out and do exactly the same, I do really think that Granados is the toughest test and the biggest fight of his career to date. Granados, he's been in with some mega names, Adrian Broner, Sean Porter, Robert Easter Jr., Danny Garcia. Garcia being the only man to stop this Mexican. In his 13th year as a pro, Granados will be hoping to give Benn new problems that he has yet to face in his career, and with 15 of his 21 wins coming by KO, he would not be a light touch. This is a fight I expect Conor Benn to come through and continue his march to the bigger fights that are available for him in the welterweight division. That's where all the superstars are. Spence, Thurman, Ugas at the top. We got Jerome Ennis, we got Thurman, we got Porter, we got Virgil Ortiz. There are plenty of names that are eventually there for Conor Benn to go on and fight. We also have undisputed women's lightweight champion Katie Taylor on the bill. She's defending her belts against Texan Jennifer Han. Han brings a record of 18 wins with 1 knockout to the ring and hasn't lost since 2014. She'll go into this one believing that she can win. I think Katie Taylor is an absolutely fantastically skilled boxer, but with a career of tough fights, I am not sure how much she has left in the tank. I do not think that Han has the ability to beat nor trouble her. I'm thinking more the next 1 to 3 years left in her career. There are plenty of big fights available for Taylor. She could step up and face Chantal Cameron in a big UK dust-up, or either of the 2 American champions, Carly Reyes or Mary McGee. She can drop down to super featherweight and fight Terry Harper, or the winner of Maiva Hamuchi or Michaela Maya. There's always going to be the calls for the Amanda Serrano fight also. All of these fights would be incredible, and for me, the sooner they happen, the better it is going to be for Katie Taylor, as I feel the father time will eventually catch up with the Irish legend. Someone who at the moment is very much out of the reach of father time is Hopi Price. The 21-year-old super bantamweight and Leeds resident will be looking to make a statement here in front of his home fans and pick up the mantle for when Josh Warrington eventually retires. Price, he's a very tall super bantamweight at 5'8". He's southpaw, he has loads of amateur experience and can fight on the inside. all the ingredients to be part of the Who Needs Him club, so I feel it is important for it to be a big draw to get the big fight he would definitely deserve in the future. I feel he's one of the UK's best prospects. I'm very excited about seeing the career of Hopi Price. And lastly, she's not been added to the card yet, but hopefully we'll get to see the blonde bomber and massive Leeds fan Ebanie Bridges. Adding her to the card because who doesn't want to see Ebanie Bridges weigh-in and the action-packed fight that she also brings. Eddie Hearn, sort it out. That's the breakdown of the September 4th Leeds card. Let us know what your fights you're looking forward to. Let us know who you think is going to be the showstopper. Any comments, drop them below. This has been Ian Mathias for the Mob Predictions. Thanks for listening.